Hey guys, Stealth here and welcome back to some more Stormworks. I'm once again joined by Sparky over here, and we have a helicopter. I managed to get over to the far west, or at least currently what is far west, and I bought the airport over here. So we now have access to helicopters, after also unlocking the helicopter research. Now I flew all the way back to pick up Sparky over here at North Harbor of the Sawyer Islands, and there is now a vessel in distress over here. No exact known location. The helicopter is going to have to take us there. It's a very basic helicopter that I got off the workshop. I'll link it down below in the description. It works. It has a remarkably good fuel economy. The only thing that it doesn't have is any kind of utility. At least not yet. So what we did was bring just a bit of gear with us. We have between us a, what was it, Sparky, a flare gun on your part?
Flare gun, defibrillator, first aid kit, night vision goggles.
Yeah, and I'm carrying a flare... No, I'm carrying a first aid kit, a couple of flares, night vision goggles, and a fire extinguisher. Now, the helo does have floats, but those are untested. So we don't know if this thing can land on water or not. And we also don't really have a winch. So if we have to pick up people, which in this game you almost always have to, we're going to try and do that with the helicopter hovering really, really low.
Just throw them into the bottom of the helicopter.
Yeah. If there's more than 3 people that we need to rescue, we're going to have to take 2 trips. This thing only has 3 seats in the back, I think.
I'll just stand in the back.
With Stormwork physics, that's going to work out perfectly well.
Oh.
Be great to have a bit more utility on this helicopter. Winch on the side, maybe make it a bit longer.
Yeah. What else could we do with it? There is a hole in the bottom of the.
Yeah, it seems like there is or was a winch.
Yeah. Is it a window or is it just a hole?
I don't know.
I don't want to get out of my seat because I'll fall.
It looks like a window. The white frame around it.
Yeah, and there's searchlight then underneath that. So.
Yeah.
Is there anything below the cockpit or anything? No.
I don't think so. Well, there's the gyro and the auto hover.
All right.
But no other utilities. Back in the day, I used to have a helicopter that had a swivel gun or a hydro cannon on it.
Hydro cannon, I remember that. Yeah. That the big red one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The fugly offspring of a Chinook. Or a CH-53.
Yeah, no, it's very blustery back here.
Might be windy too.
Just gonna tighten my seatbelt a bit. For fear that I'd fall out.
Mm-hmm. Now, it is a boat that we're looking for, right?
I think so.
Because that kind of limits the amount of locations that it can be in. Since it's just in the, what is it, the rivers of Sawyer Islands?
Well, if it's in there, it's easy enough for us to it makes it a bit easier for rescue because we can just swim people to the shore and then leave them there.
Consider yourself rescued.
Walk it off.
Tis but a scratch. Here's a med kit. Good luck with that.
I'll leave you a med kit and 1 flare gun. The 4 of you can fight amongst yourselves. Welcome to the Hunger Games.
I do wonder what happens if you have somebody on the helicopter who gets a heart attack that you need to defib them. Because boats slow down to almost nothing. But if a helicopter does that, you might have some more people to rescue.
This is true. Is that an airfield to our right?
Yeah, I believe it is. Is that O'Neill Air Base?
Harrison Air Base.
Harrison, okay.
How much is it going to cost us?
I don't know. Want to check it out?
Yeah. We'll check it out afterwards.
Yeah, sure.
Let's keep
Nothing on the river here so far. Are we inside the search grid yet?
We are just about to enter it once we kind of fly over that bridge.
Okay.
Let me go into my NVGs. I don't see anything down there anyway.
With the distant lights update that they installed lately, you can have a bit more of a light source. It might make it easier to find these things in the dark.
Hmm. Did you bring NVGs as well?
Yeah, I brought them, but I'm
Can't use them in the... No. I just want to be careful of the battery power as well.
Yep.
Okay, we should be inside the search grid now. They could be out. There's a little bit of sea that they could be on. Actually, there's a fair amount of sea that they could be on.
Right.
Kind of bottom part of the circle and the far left of the circle as you look at it on the map.
Okay.
But I don't see anything on the water below us at the moment.
Is there something here? Directly underneath, or... Yeah, there might be something here.
There's a boat, I think.
Yep.
Yep, okay.
3 people exactly.
Well, that's lucky. And there's a little boat. Have we got searchlights on?
Yeah, the searchlight on the bottom is on.
Okay, get me close to the ground. Or not the ground, the water. So I just hover above it and keep the light on, and I'll get them to the small.
Yeah, but is that usable? There's
Possibly
one
not.
survivor directly below. It's like a dinghy, I guess. Yeah.
Okay. Good afternoon, sir. Evening, whichever time it is. Are you a woman or a man? Okay, let's see how this works. Can I get...
I can get a bit lower.
Oh, no, wait, no.
I should be able to just keep it like this. The challenge is to get out of the seat of this helicopter. Can you drop her there?
Can you pick him up?
Yep, I can
There
pick
we
him
go.
up.
Okay. Right, please let there be a ladder on the boat.
There's one over there. Whoops.
Well,
I'd be surprised if this dinghy still works. Yeah, this dinghy doesn't work.
did you get out of the helicopter?
Yes, I did.
Is that such a wise move?
I should be able to get back in.
If not, we're repairing this boat.
Yeah.
There you go. Oh, she's under the helicopter. That's not... Oh, you got her.
Got her. Or him? What are you? I'm gonna say that's a her.
Hello. Also a woman, I believe. I'm sorry for my friend dropping a flare on your boat. It might set it on fire, but...
Well, the boat didn't look like it was going anywhere anyway.
Okay, are you ready to receive patient?
Yeah, just as soon as I can get out of my helicopter. I'm sure there was a door command here somewhere. But I wouldn't know how to open this one.
We could be here for a while, madam.
Surely professional, I assure you.
It's all fine till the Megalodon turns up.
Don't tell them that. They don't need to know that.
Why have you the fire extinguisher out? That's not very... Are you stuck?
Yes.
Okay,
I can't get out of the cockpit. So what I'm going to have to try and do is... Yeah, let's just place somebody else in the cockpit.
I know, I've got it. If you place that person back in the seat, I got the person in, so...
You in? You're on a float. There we go. Alright, where are we going to go next?
We have to go to...
right here. Holt Town has a nice hospital. But first we're going to check out this airbase, see if that's affordable at all. I mean, not with 5k.
Mm-hmm.
But maybe tenfold that.
Sure.
Although for some reason airbases are so expensive. Maybe because it's a lot of real estate or something.
Please remember that this is a no-smoking Black Hawk helicopter.
Black Hawk?
Yeah, I'm just quoting Black Hawk Down.
Ah, right. hell of a landing strip. Now, there should be some sort of triangular realtor sign. Usually next to the hangar.
Okay.
That's a huge hangar.
I don't see anything.
No. That's weird.
Maybe it's not for sale.
No, it's for sale, alright.
Maybe we'll see a couple of F-16s land now. Be like, get out of our airspace, sir.
Alright, let's just drop these people off at hospital then. 6 clicks. How are they for health? Are they not gonna fall off
They're
anytime
all
soon?
very healthy, and it's all thanks to my fantastic rescue abilities.
Pulled them out of the water just in time.
Oh, you can still see those flares that we dropped.
That range?
Yeah, you can still see it off in the distance there.
That's nice.
That's impressive. Yes, it's all down to the fact that I am a qualified rescue swimmer.
Yeah.
Apparently.
They were impressed by your bravery.
Very impressed.
I wonder if you could put out a fire, but just by using the rotor wash of a helicopter. Just rush up to a ship that's on fire, flare, and then hopefully the rotor wash is going to put out the fire. But
possibly, but it could also fan the flames.
Yeah.
If I know anything about fire, it likes air.
Yeah, quite a bit.
It's all part of the fire triangle. Fuel, air, and heat. Or fuel, oxygen. Then
It's hard
all
to
you get
see
after
how
that,
high I am.
all you get after that is boom, fire.
Yep. My wife got one of those ethanol, I don't know, miniature fireplaces.
Oh yeah.
Turns out that you really don't want to throw water on those to put them out. Supposedly you need a foam extinguisher if they ever go really bad. Or just deprive the whole thing of oxygen. Oh, that's a bit lower than I hoped. You can also do these missions now where people are just stranded and need a pickup.
Well, I have a theory about that.
Oh yeah?
That I'd be willing to share.
Go on.
If people get themselves stranded, they can stay stranded. Wasting valuable resources on rescuing someone who walked the wrong direction.
Yeah, pretty much.
Those people don't deserve to stay alive. I mean, sorry, no, those people...
Well, as somebody whose car just broke down, I'm not really expecting a helicopter to come rescue me. That'd be a really expensive rescue.
More news on that, no?
Well, they're gonna repair it.
Okay.
Covered by insurance, thankfully.
Hmm.
For those of you not seeing the community posts, I was visiting family yesterday, and when I came back to the car, they stole the, I think it's called the catalyst in English, the part of the exhaust that purifies the air.
Catalytic converter.
Yeah, that.
Yeah.
It just got stolen right from under the vehicle. And I drive a Toyota Prius. Yes, you can laugh.
Sorry.
It sounded like you were either firing up a Harrier or a Harley Davidson, whichever your flavor is. Really not the way the car is supposed to sound. Now, what is the hospital around here?
Not the way the car is supposed to sound, but the way the car should sound.
Yeah. I think it was Atez who said you should keep it this way.
I think that looks like either a hospital or a primary school.
Might double as a role, I suppose.
Let's see before we take anybody out. Who are you?
I would love to, but I can't get out anyway.
Oh, it's alright, I'll do all the work. This is most certainly a school. Yep, absolutely a school. Okay.
Does it not have a doctor sitting in it?
No.
Huh. 'Cause based on the map, I'd say it is the hospital. Yeah, it says Central Hospital.
Really?
What? Jesus, that's bright.
What did you do?
I tried to make some light. Well, successfully.
Oh, okay, maybe it is. I know they don't need to be carried, but sometimes it's just easier to carry
It's
people.
easier. These people can be so stubborn. Here we go.
Oh, this one still needs to be rescued here because I haven't.
Yeah, because
There we
taking
go.
2 steps all by your own accord is too much.
I think all of them are rescued now. Although
Yep.
this one.
Yeah, job done.
Okay. Now,
Alright, let's
you
go
set
and
off
search
a
for an
flare
mission.
inside the helicopter.
It's either inside or just below it. If it's
Oh, wait to find
inside,
out.
it's going to be a really bright flight.
I'm alright. Oh, it's inside.
Shit.
Oh no, there we go. Countermeasure.
Okay, good.
Oh, there's another one. Apparently.
Really?
Or is it the same one? Maybe it fell on my screen but then reappeared in the cockpit.
Oh, lovely.
Yeah.
And in the previous episode, people were commenting, don't give these people guns. Well, a flare is dangerous enough, so I suppose.
We're just dropping countermeasures on the forest, which will definitely set up a forest fire. That's what we're doing. We're dropping flares on the woods.
And that's the way that we create our own work. Much like the last time. You don't need a 30 mil. 1 flare should do it.
1 flare is fine. Or a napalm bomb that I don't have.
Just
right,
make a
what's the
helicopter with
next?
a flare launcher on the outside of it. Pop a whole bunch of flares, like those, what is it called? The angel wings from Spooky?
Yeah.
Alright, welcome back again. We have a new mission, and the mission entails a crashed helicopter over here. Extinguish a fire and rescue 2 casualties at the Sawyer Islands to a hospital. Now, we have exactly 1 fire extinguisher, so this had better not be a large fire. Unfortunately, fires tend to spread. And fires tend to spread quickly once they have a lot of burnable materials. So we might actually be looking at the startings of a fire that's going to engulf the whole island. If that's the case, then I think this little helicopter, and especially my 1 lonely fire extinguisher, is going to run a bit short. But it should make for a very, a very interesting engineering challenge to fix that whole fire. It is a bit foggy to fly, though. Is that a hill in front of me? It's usually not a good question to have to ask your pilot. Up we go.
Into the bright blue yonder, off we go into the... Sorry, that's the United States Air Force theme tune. Maybe
That's
theme
what you
tune.
hear when you start up the jets.
Yeah. Nothing can stop the U.S. Air Force. Except for a MiG-29 flown by a Russian pilot.
For this mission, it's awfully convenient that they know exactly where that thing went down. Not even a transponder or anything, just go
and it's
here.
right next to the airbase as well.
Yeah. Rookie pilots.
Or some over-enthusiastic member of the defense of the airbase with a stinger.
Is this your helicopter? What do you think the view is? 200 meters, if that?
Yeah, that's kind of it. We need thermal sights.
Yep.
Not gonna lie, this helicopter sounds like a lawnmower.
It probably is powered by the same type of motor. I've flown, what, about 30, 35 kilometers with it. It's only burned 80 liters of fuel, if that.
Yeah.
So it takes about 2 liters per, and it has a fuel tank of another 844 liters. So we can easily do another 400 kilometers with this thing. That means you can fly to the Arctic and back, probably.
Yeah.
Although I'd rather take a bullet train to the Arctic. Helos travel at 150 kilometers an hour in this game, but trains can go far, far faster.
Trains go faster.
Oh yeah. Trains can easily make it up to 200 kph, 300.
Jesus. Are we driving a TGV?
Pretty much. I've seen rocket-assisted trains in the Steam Workshop.
Oh, God. One thing we don't need is a rocket-assisted train.
Mm-hmm. It's one of those parts that I never really found a use for. The solid rocket booster in this game. Why would you need that?
Short takeoff and landing.
Yeah.
For, if you made a cargo aircraft. Like, there was C-130s that had rocket-assisted takeoff.
Yeah, they look amazing when you see those clips.
Yeah.
But that was for landing in a stadium. And
yes.
You don't really have those here.
No. Also short strips, I suppose, as well.
Yeah.
Roads, like there's a perfectly straight road beneath us there now that you could land a C-130 on. If you were.
If you're not landing on the airfield.
Yeah.
Or if somebody from the airfield shot off your wing with a Stinger. Although, as we've learned from Bomber Crew, you just send out your mechanic, and it fixes it right back up.
Out onto the wing, now, fix it. Out you go.
Once you duct tape, off you go. Alright, we should be getting close. 300 meters? Jesus, this thing is going to be very hard to park.
Just look for the fire. I see the fire. He doesn't look...
Doesn't look too bad.
Oh, there's... Oh no, that's... I thought that
oh, jeez, there's a flare.
I thought that was a tree on fire. I was about,
yeah.
That's not a bad fire.
No, not yet.
That caused them to crash. Look, they're standing next to it. What's wrong with you?
Dum-dums.
Oh wait, one of them isn't. She's down. Defibrillator time. Dr. Sparky,
yeah.
to the rescue. Let's go. You're alive, madam. Let me be the first to say that I'm glad that it was you that I saved, madam.
Wouldn't you say that she was glad it was you who saved her?
Minor details.
So what happened to this thing? Rotors are intact. The tail, not too much.
This is a nice little squirrel of helicopter, or whatever.
Yeah. Good lord, that's a lot of buttons.
Oh, yeah, whoa.
Of course, none of them work.
Can you make it fly?
Yeah, maybe. If I put a winch on the other one and just lift it up.
Well, I had an interesting experience in Arma 3 yesterday.
Oh, yeah?
With, it was an anti-Stasi thing. And I, decided to, capture a tractor and return to base. Because you know all good resistance fighters require a tractor.
Clearly.
To sow the seeds of freedom and liberty.
You talked your way out of that one beautifully.
I did. I thought that was quite good myself. Yeah, I decided, with some people's help, I decided to steal a helicopter. Well, not steal a helicopter. We were flying stuff to and from.
Liberate a helicopter.
Our base. We liberated a helicopter, and I decided. Well, someone said to me, "Bring that tractor back to base." I was like, "Okay," for our farm of liberty and democracy, and underslung it, and I was flying along, and I was quite low, but I'm good at low flight, and the tractor hit the ground at speed. Exploded,
oh, no.
Which was slung underneath the helicopter, which the helicopter didn't hit anything, but decided to explode. So,
yeah.
Long story short, don't let me fly helicopters Unless you
I've seen you fly
really
helicopters. You're fine with helicopters, just not the underslung loads,
just
maybe.
don't undersling loads of, especially tractors. Tractors are dangerous equipment.
Yep.
We don't need this flare, do we?
Not particularly. Do we still carry a flare?
I have a flare.
Oh.
I have, yeah, I can fire my flare out the window. Unlike other people who just drop it in the cockpit.
Mm-hmm. Who would do that?
I don't know.
What I find quite sad about Stormworks is that it doesn't implement updates as you have a save game going.
Oh.
So one of the save game, or one of the new features for the game is that you have AI controlled ships which just go off about and set their own trade path or whatever it is.
Mm-hmm.
If you want to have those into the game, you'd have to either heavily edit the save file or you have to start a new game.
Yeah. That's a bit stupid, isn't it?
Yeah. Because I can see a squad of us taking a Black Hawk-like helicopter and doing a liberation of a cargo ship.
Liberation?
Yeah.
Is that what they call piracy these days?
Oh, when you did it with the tractor, it was fine?
Yeah, it's valuable to the war effort.
And a tanker isn't?
Maybe.
I think you could sell the tanker for more liberty than a tractor.
Who's going to buy a tanker?
It's honest work, but...
More like dishonest work.
Alright, let's take these people to school, well, hospital, and then fly back to base and search for another person who needs our assistance.
Indeed.
What's your favorite helo to fly in Arma?
I like the MI8s, but to be honest with you, well, I was about to say they're all the same, but they're not really. I mean, we have Lynxes at the moment, which is what I was flying yesterday, and yeah, they're really maneuverable, as they were, as they are, and not were. But
they were some of the fastest helos in the world,
difficult.
right?
They were at one point, yes, if I'm correct. They were the fastest helo in the world at one point. I don't know what the fastest is. I'm sure there's a faster one now. But during the 80s and 90s, 70s, 80s and 90s, whatever years they were used, they were definitely very fast. Although they're using the Wildcat version of it now, I think. If I am correct.
Nice picturesque town here. And you thought the clock tower was noisy. Ha! Check out my lawnmower. I mean helicopter.
To the hospital. Whoa!
Alright, that's the mission done. We're back to 18k.
I am so smart. S-M-R-T, I mean S-M-A-R-T, I am so smart.
Come on, you should be able to throw this thing farther. No! I didn't mean to light a second one.
Was that a celebratory flare?
Yeah, I'm trying to get it up on the clock tower. Purely professional interest. Jeez, that's not bright at all. And it flies off the other side. I think you might have more luck with your flare gun.
I ran out of flares. Oh, you just threw it over the clock tower.
Oh. And these people watching us going, what the hell? Come on, come on, come on. Nope. Bounced off.
No. Into the hospital. Set the hospital on fire. Ah! I mean...
What was that quote again? Guys don't grow up. Their toys just get more expensive.
Exactly.
Hey, would you like to hold this? No? These people look more like horror figures than actual survivors of anything.
This guy has red skin.
Yeah.
It looks red.
Well, I guess that's what you get when you're weathered out too long. Must be one of those stranded folk.
Yes. If they've walked this far, we can leave them.
Yeah, they should be fine from here on out. Alright, back to base we go. Couple of chill surviving rescues today.
Indeed.
Although I would like something a bit larger. Not necessarily a whole forest fire, but, I don't know, a plane crash or... We have to rescue some more people instead of just the 3. Or start looking into multi-rescue vessels. Or multi-rescue... no, multi-mission... Jesus, multi-vehicle rescues.
Ah.
Where we have the helicopter on the back of the boat.
Yeah. Having a disco in the back.
Yeah, I was wondering what that was.
The searchlight, so I can't turn the searchlight. Turn on the fucking searchlight.
Where is
Actually,
that
I'm
searchlight
standing.
anyway?
It's on the bottom.
Hmm.
Look.
Oh, it's those spotlights, gotcha.
Yeah. I'm standing quite easily in the back, actually.
Good. That used to be really unstable with this game.
Hmm.
We tried to get somebody off of the... or onto the helicopter and just fell off.
Yeah.
Alright, well, I'm gonna leave it here. Thank you for your assistance. Always good to have a qualified rescue swimmer aboard.
I just got myself cut up by the helicopter rotors.
Oh, really? How'd you pull that off?
I have no idea.
The tail rotor, then.
Coming back now. I just got sliced in two.
Just as I was saying that you're a professional rescue swimmer.
Listen, minor details.
Alright. Alright guys, thank you for watching. I hope you had fun. A bit of calm flying back and forth, bringing some people back to the hospital or high school, whatever the hell that was that we brought them to. Hope you enjoyed it, and I shall see you next week for the next part of Stormworks.
Wah!